Are you ready to write the 12th lab program? So we'll start our discussion by understanding the problem statement. So what is the given problem, that we will try to understand first. The given problem is write a C program to create a game for guessing the secret number. Means your program is going to have a secret number, and as a user you have to guess that secret number. So for that we have to write the program. Now I request you to pause this video and write the program on your own and come back and watch the complete video. And before relieving the program, so now can you guess what is the loop that can be used for this program? Is it a for loop or a while loop? So try to guess that. So which one is the best practice to use? Now coming to our program, so this is our program, and in this the first step is the variable declaration. In our program we are having two variables. The first, both of those variables are of type integers, and the first variable name is secret number. This is the number that is the secret number, and here in this program I am giving this secret number as 7. Means once you know the secret number, there is no secret. So it is going to be 7 forever. So that is how our program is written. Why? Because so far whatever the knowledge that we have, with that knowledge we cannot create a random number. So there is a provision, there is a chance for you to create a random number in our C programming features, but we haven't discussed that concept so far. As and when the concept comes, we will revisit the same program and we will discuss. Every time we run the program, the secret number is going to change, and every time it is a suspense. So that is possible in the C programming language. So that concept we will understand in our later coming videos. So as of now our secret number is 7 and it is fixed. Once the user identifies the secret number, there is no secret. Okay. So now coming to our next step, which is the logical part of this program, and here I am using while loop. Why I am using while loop is, it is professional to use the while loop in this case, because we are not sure how many times the loop is getting iterated. If you are sure that this loop is going to iterate these many number of times for sure, so then it is a good practice to use for loop. So here why we are not sure? Because the user may guess the secret number in the first attempt itself, or he may take 3 attempts, or he may take 5 attempts, or he may take 10 attempts. Okay. So that is the reason why I am taking the while loop. And within this while loop, here we are giving the user, we are providing the user to provide, we are providing a feature, so an interface where the user has to provide the guess, and it will get stored in the variable user guess. Okay. So here printf enter the guess, the user has to enter the guess once he enters the while loop. See, the guess has to be provided once he enters the while loop, right? So that is the reason why the user input part has been shifted into the while loop. Okay. So now enter the guess. Now let's assume that the user has entered the guess as 3. Now what we have to do, we have to check whether the user guess is equal to secret number or not. If it is not equal, I am printing this statement, wrong guess, try again. Now what happens? If we are going to come back, now we are going to check the 3 not equal to secret number. So the user has provided the guess as 3. Now 3 not equal to secret number. Is it true? Yes, it is true. Means the user so far didn't guess the secret number. So we have to go into the while loop. Try to understand this logic. So you'll get confused here. The user guess is not equal to secret number. Means you have to guess the number again, means you have to go into the loop again. So here this is a bit complex, this is a bit logical to understand. So try to focus at this point. Why not equal to is letting us to enter into the while loop again and again and again, because the user haven't guessed the secret number. So you have to make the guess again. So for that reason, so this conditional statement is used. Now again it is going to provide the prompt, enter the secret number, enter your guess. So again the user has to enter the guess, means the existing guess 3 will get updated. So let's assume that the user has provided the guess as 5. Now is it equal to secret number? No, it is not equal to. So that conditional statement will be checked in this if statement. Now here we are checking 5 not equal to secret number. Is it true? Yes. 5 is not equal to 7. So we are going to print wrong guess, try again. Okay, so again this is true, means 5 not equal to 7. Is it true? Yes, 5 is not equal to 7. Again we are going to come into this while loop. Again this prompt will get printed. Now let's assume that now the user has given the guess as 7. Now what happens? If user guess 7 not equal to 7, is it true? No, it is not true. So this for this if statement will not get executed. Means this printf will not get printed. We are going to come out of this loop, and again we are going to check the user guess with the secret number. User guess is 7. 7 not equal to 7. Is it true? No, it is not true. So we are going to come out of this while loop, and we are going to print congratulations, you guessed the secret number. The secret number is 7. Okay, so let's see the output whether it is going in the same way or not. So let's see the output. I am running this program. Now enter your guess. So let's make our guess as 3 and press enter. Wrong guess, try again. So I am guessing the number as 5. So is it equal to 7? No, it is not equal to 7. So it has displayed wrong guess, try again. Now let's guess it as 7. So press enter. See, your program is executed, completed. Congratulations, you guessed the secret number 7. So this is how the loops will allow us to stop the repetitive work. Okay, and so why we used the while loop? Because we are not sure that how many times this loop will get iterated. So it is going to be random. So in one case, so for a particular user, he may guess the number in the first guess, or for a particular user, he may take 10 iterations to guess the number. So this is the reason why we used this while loop, and it is not mandatory. So that's it for this class. See you in the next class with another lab program. So that's it for this class. See you in the next class.